Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I review all things budget tech. Just wanted to throw a quick shout out to all of my new subs. Thank you so much. And I can't forget all of my original supporters here. Thank you all for coming back. Today I have a product here from Redragon, which is their one-handed RGB gaming keyboard. Now, I did a review on a cheaper model for a one-handed keyboard as I wasn't sure I would enjoy it, but after a couple weeks using it on certain games, it's kind of grown on me and I wanted to upgrade to the next tier of one-handed gaming keyboards. I've seen this company around for a while now, but I've never purchased anything from them until now. So, how does their one-handed keyboard stack against all the other one-handed keyboards out there? Well, stay a while, listen, and let's get started. So, what's in the box? First up is the included keycap puller, the USB-C power cable, 4 extra blue switches, the sticker logo, the very brief instruction manual, and the keyboard itself. One thing that you'll notice about this keyboard is that it not only has a detachable palm rest, but it's also magnetic, which makes putting it on and taking it off super easy. I was quite amazed at this since the majority of one-handed keyboards out there do not even have this option. The palm rest and the keyboard is of a matte black textured material, with the key caps being a smooth matte black. You can see a slight contrast to both of these right here. This has a total of 7 macro keys, the G1 through G5, as well as the tilde key and the letter T key. The M1 through M4 correspond to the different light settings, and the record key corresponds to you recording the macros. The spacebar seems like it's in a place that shouldn't work, but we'll get to that in a bit. Now the unit I have here, it is mechanical blue switches, but they do have red and brown available as well. It is a good size for those of you with large hands, and I think it sounds pretty good also. Now let's go ahead and plug this in and go over the RGBs and the settings. The USB-C cable is not too flexible and seems like it can withstand a lot of twisting and bending. Now as you see here, it does have one USB connection, so if you had a mouse or other peripheral you wanted to connect, you can do so, provided that you are plugging the keyboard into your PC, of course. I'll go over and show you all the different settings and RGB static colors that you can apply in no specific order. Next, I'll show you all how it looks like while using it and what I thought about playing these games here. Now, I thought the space button was in an awkward place, however, it actually works out really well. The spacebar is positioned and is big enough that your thumb can still press it without feeling like it's being overextended. And since it is not a rectangular spacebar, it is less awkward to press while playing games. Now for this one, Vermintide 2, I did get last weekend as it was free to own on Steam and thought this would be a great game to use this on. I did have some slight issues pressing certain numbered keys, but it wasn't due to it being awkwardly placed or far, it was more of my hand not being used to pressing those particular number keys. The next game I have up is 7 Days to Die. I showed you all a clip of this the last video, and again, I did not have any issues other than to reload, the flashlight key, and the number keys. At least for me, I kept pressing the flashlight button when I needed to reload, and the reload button when I needed the flashlight. I think I'll switch out some of the keys here, just like I did with my gaming keyboard, to make them more tactile and more visible, as I do also like the feel of the keys. Now this next game is a simple game. If you've played Vampire Saviors, it's really only a one-handed game, and using a one-handed keyboard was actually more comfortable than using my gaming keyboard. Lastly, we have Project Warlock, which I haven't played in a very long time, so I pretty much sucked at playing it, but again, I felt comfortable enough to where the keys were pretty much second nature to me at this point. Now I do have to say that this keyboard did surprise me in a good way. I was not expecting so much out of this keyboard and manufacturer. A lot of things I really liked about this keyboard. First off, the magnetic detachable palm rest. Almost all of the one-handed keyboards I've seen only have built-in palm rests that you cannot take apart. This one is truly customizable in that regard and makes it super easy to put on and take off. Don't forget, you can also change most of the keycaps here, pretty much just all of the standard keys, but you rarely have this option with other budget one-handed keyboards. Another thing I liked about this keyboard was its detachable USB-C cable. Again, a lot of manufacturers out there only use dedicated USB-C cables, and a huge problem with this is that if it gets damaged, you will need to buy a new keyboard, but you won't have that issue with this one. A lot of the keys that are placed around here I initially thought would be hard to press or may not be comfortable. However, all keys, especially the spacebar, were easy enough to press. So just two things though that I didn't really like about this keyboard. The first one was that the RGB settings to me are a little dim. I did wish that we could increase or decrease the RGB brightness, but again that's more of a personal choice other than anything against the product. The second one is that the instruction manual is a little lacking in the explanation department. I mean, you will understand it eventually how to assign your macros, but it might take a little bit of time for you to figure that out. Having upgraded to this one-handed keyboard from the budget keyboard that I tested out previously is kind of like jumping from level 1 to level 75. This is a great intermediate one-handed keyboard for those of you out there who have already experienced other one-handed gaming keyboards and are looking for an upgrade that won't break the bank. This one from Redragon has plenty of options for you to mix and match and try out. At the time of this review, I purchased this for $30, which is a good price for what this keyboard offers. Currently, it is priced at $36, so it may or may not still be a good deal to most of you. Alright everybody, that was pretty much it for my unboxing and review of this one-handed keyboard. If you enjoyed the video or thought it was informative, go ahead and leave a like or comment letting me know what you think, or even subscribe for more budget tech content like this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.